Good afternoon. Welcome to the tea table. I am so happy you've joined me. This very special tea talk, we are going to talk about beautiful Epiphany, the feast of the Epiphany, and often called the 12th night or 12th day of Christmas. 12 days after Jesus was born. And it's very symbolic with the three kings coming and giving their gifts. And I'm playing for you one of my favorite Epiphany hymns. I'm going to read the words to you as we are listening to this beautiful a cappella choir. Brightest and best of the sons of the morning, dawn on our darkness and lend us thine aid. Star of the east, the horizon adorning, guide where our infant Redeemer is laid. Cold on his cradle, the dewdrops are shining. Low lies his head with the beasts of the stall. Angels adore him, in slumber reclining, Maker and monarch and Savior of all. Brightest and best of the sons of the morning, dawn on our darkness, lend us thine aid. Star of the east, the horizon adorning, guide where our infant Redeemer is laid. Vainly we offer each ample oblation, vainly with gifts would his favor secure. Richer by far is the heart's adoration. Dearer to God are the prayers of the poor. Shall we not yield him in costly devotion, odors of Eden and offerings divine? Gems of the mountains and pearls of the ocean, myrrh from the forest and gold from the mine. This is a little symbolic Epiphany gift representing the gold, frankincense, and myrrh that the three kings brought to Jesus. And I'm going to put that down. We have a lot on the tea table today. I brought the three kings. Here's another little oblation. It looks like maybe would be the frankincense or the myrrh. And then we have the beautiful three kings. And it says on the three kings, adore him. Isn't that beautiful? The symbols of the gold and frankincense and myrrh are very deep. Gold is for divinity, and myrrh is the bitter herb for healing. And frankincense is very valuable and has a beautiful scent. Giving him our best. I'm going to put this back. Last week we had the star, and here's the star again of the Epiphany. The three wise men followed the star. And it's all about light again. And so I brought a candle, and here's a rose symbolizing Christ, the rose in the gold. And then the candle I lit the candle before, and we're going to let it shine during our tea talk. And that's a beautiful cross ornament. Sometimes these blown glass ornaments, to keep them safe, I hang them on perhaps a candlestick or something in the room because I've had them fall off my tree and break. And I think this one is so gorgeous. Yes. Well, if you haven't gotten your tea yet, please get your tea and I'll be waiting for you. You can pause the video. Okay, well, I have so much on this tea table and tea talk today. We'll put the frankincense back and the gold, the symbols. And I even have a candle snuffer my grandson gave us for Christmas that we will use at the end of the tea talk. I even brought my guitar because I might close out in a song that I wrote about Epiphany years ago. It's one of my favorite feasts. Christmas is over, Christmas is done, and it's a quiet time, and often there's snow for Epiphany, and you think of just walking through the quiet snow to church to worship Him and to give our gifts to Him like the three kings did. Well, here's my tea, and I put it, whoops, in a gold. Oh, wow, this is heavy. I'm gonna put it down for a minute, and I'm gonna show you this beautiful gold symbolizing Epiphany tea set. And I'll tell you, there's a story. I went to get this tea set because it's metallic and it's not breakable generally. I thought I'll leave it out. Well, the grandkids end up playing with it. Well, what do you think I found in the teapot? A blue car from my 3-year-old grandson. Then I found my sugar bowl is missing, and that's little Cambria. She's put that somewhere and has tea with her little dollies. She's only barely 18 months old, and she's doing tea parties with her dollies. Incredible. So we're gonna put the little car aside. I'm gonna put the guitar aside for a minute. And I wanna show you the divine treat. Oh my goodness, this is from Germany. It's a chocolate marshmallow cookie, and it's called Topkuss. Topkuss. It's kisses. It's called the chocolate kiss cookie. And I got this at the German store, and I tell you, it tastes like purest chocolate, purest. I thought, wow, they can still do it. I don't know of an American cookie this good. They are still using no bad ingredients. It's the pure. And they're just beautiful. So here it is for you, a chocolate kiss for Epiphany. And I'm going to put that down. And then I'm going to show you my tea tray again. I have a beautiful gold cup for you. And this is blessed, happy Epiphany to all of you on the tea table. And I'm going to take the cup now. It's a rather large cup, actually. See, it's all gold, and then the saucer is interesting. And it's actually a German cup. It's made a little bigger than our cups. And I'm going to pour out the tea. Gold on gold. Oh my, it might take the whole pot to fill this. I think we'll just fill it half full. And I'm going to then take the cream, the milk. I like a splash of milk. Most people like milk in their tea. We always have a spiced tea at night. It's an herbal, non-caffeinated. Now my husband likes no milk or no cream in his, but for a normal good black tea, he'll take milk. Oh my goodness, that is fabulous. Fit for a king, for Epiphany. Some of the traditions around Epiphany are so fun. They will make a fabulous English fruit cake, which they call figgy pudding, and they will hide a nut in the cake. And whoever gets the nut out of the big cake they'll cut gets to wear the crown, the king's crown. My son got that once. We were attending a Lutheran church at that time and went to the Epiphany. Actually, I had a children's choir, and we did an Epiphany service with all of these beautiful Three King Epiphany hymns. This is why I love the church year. I love the liturgical celebrations, because we're singing now all the Christmas songs all the way through Epiphany and even on. As I said last week, in the Eastern Orthodox tradition, Christmas lasts until February 2nd, Candlemas Day. And that is the celebration when Mary comes for her complete 40-day purification to the temple and brings Jesus to be blessed. It's February 2nd. So Christmas lasts a long time. In America, we started at Thanksgiving, and it's very commercialized, and I understand small business and businesses need it to be to a degree, but the sacred Weihnachten, Holy Night, and then Epiphany and Candlemas, they make Christmas so deep and so rich, and they come into our hearts and nurture us. Yes. Well, I received 2 very special gift boxes this year. This was sent to me by my dear friend Debbie, and I received it in the mail, and it was filled with fun items. A beautiful silver spoon with holes in it, and I think it's for serving maybe like olives or cherries or pickles. And then she sent me a beautiful apron for Christmas. Could be used all year. It's a plaid. I might wear that for St. Patrick's Day. Tea Talk, actually. Could go all year. It was so fun to receive a package in the mail. That is really fun. In this lovely box. And that's what Epiphany is. It's gifts. It's giving gifts to him, to the baby king. Now then we went out to lunch, a dear friend of mine, Patricia, and she presented me with this box sitting on the table, another beautiful box, gift box. And in her box were special treasures. And one of them was a reproduction gold rose earrings that Jackie Kennedy wore and pinned, which I'm going to wear on a future Tea Talk. But everything was wrapped so beautifully and so fun. And then she gave me a little mirror for my purse. And so fun to receive a gift out for a little pre-Christmas lunch. So gift giving is so important and so special, starting with the youngest child. They'll remember their Christmas by those gifts. And it symbolizes that we are giving our gifts back to him, like the 3 kings, bringing gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now, this lovely song, Brightest and Best, is just one of many. I have so many that I love, but I wanted to share that because that one verse that is so deep to my heart, and I think it would be deep to all of your hearts, was when it said, this third verse. It seems like the third verse of these beautiful hymns. It says, it's the fourth verse. Vainly we offer each ample oblation. Vainly with gifts would his favor secure. Richer by far is the heart's adoration. Dearer to God are the prayers of the poor. And that reminds me of the Bleak Midwinter song, which I also treasure deeply. And that song is, of course, what can I give him? Poor as I am, if I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet, what I can, I give him. Give him my heart. It always boils back to heart, doesn't it? He doesn't require a lot. It's just our heart. He'll do the rest. I think for the new year, it's so special that we would think about giving our gifts that we have been given. Many of us have talents and gifts that we don't even think are important, because often a gift, in fact, usually a gift, is easy for us, but maybe hard for others. And so then we know it's a gift. Some people are very good with organization, and it's their natural gift. They don't have to work at it at all. That's a gift. Some people have a gift of music, and they're singing from the time they're a little child, or precociously playing the piano, like little Mozart did at 2.5, or Fritz Kreisler did at 4, the violin. It's a gift. Now they have to develop that gift and work hard, but the initial beauty is that it is a gift from God. And some of us have gifts of hospitality, or pouring a cup of tea, or we're very sensitive to other people. We can walk in a room and we can feel the pain, or feel the joy, or we feel the person's emotions. And that's a gift from God. That's called discernment, sensitivity to others. And if you feel that someone needs an encouraging word, then we need to give it. And sometimes we have to be brave to use our gifts, because it's called, again, we have to step out of the boat and have faith. Have faith that we're not going to be rejected or misunderstood. Those are the two big ones. Rejection, misunderstanding. Those are I think, the engine behind most fear. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be understood. I have really learned this again and again through teaching. I teach a class on church history, and I'll ask people, do you understand? And everyone goes, yes. But then I ask a question, and I realize they don't. That's when I need to go back over the material. And what I realize is everyone wants to know, and no one wants to feel like they are, below the average of learning, or colloquialism they don't want to be thought of as being dumb or not knowing. Everyone wants to be. So they'll pretend like they know just because they want to be accepted. And that's when I tell my class, I say, I respect any question you want to ask me. There is no wrong question. There is no question too simple. Because if you ask me the question, you can have the answer, and then build your knowledge base on truth and on fact. And I think asking questions is very important. And I ask my husband a lot of questions because he is theologically very, very, very advanced, and he spends hours studying, and he knows Greek and he knows Hebrew. I ask him a lot of questions because he gives me good answers. And we all have to have someone we can ask questions to. We don't know it all. In fact, the more we study, truly, the more we know we don't know. Yes, it's so true. And there are parts of history that we may know very well, but then there's others that are still fuzzy, really fuzzy. And I had a couple like that, and I think I finally have them clarified. But the difference between Socrates' philosophy and Plato's philosophy, and you can have it explained to you many, many times, but until it is explained down to earth, clear, it's still fuzzy, you know? And that is very important to understand that distinction. Sometime I'll have my husband on this tea talk, and we will let him explain the difference to make sure we get it straight. Well, I'm going to be brave today. I'm going to step out of the boat. I don't have a microphone. I don't have a speaker. I only have my phone. And I'm going to sing you a song I have not sung for years. But I keep thinking about it. And it's a song I wrote many years ago. And it is a song about Epiphany. And it is about giving our gifts to Him. And then I define what the gold, frankincense, and myrrh symbolize, because they are symbols that are very important to understand. So I am going to make this attempt. I have a little tambourine. I'm going to use my foot for my tambourine. And when I originally recorded this song years ago, I had my beautiful friend Marilyn, who is a fabulous violinist, play the violin part, which is gorgeous. But I don't have that recording right here at hand. So I am going to try to give you a taste of an Epiphany song. When Jesus, King of Israel, was born in Bethlehem, shepherds, seeing David's star, went out to find the lamb. The root of Jesse they did seek, and in a manger found the promised seed of Israel. Oh, what a joyful sound! La 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 sweet frankincense of purest white, they lay before the Lord, an offering of first fruits, holy ointment outpoured, pure myrrh of preservation, its beauty as our King, the healing balm of Gilead, as Jesus sweetness brings. So we as children of the King must stir our gifts within to bring our best before His throne. Rejoicing, let were other verses that I didn't quite get to, one on the divinity of gold, and but that is a little taste from a song written for Epiphany. You can write a poem for Epiphany. Epiphany is such a beautiful word, and it means the unveiling, the revelation. And there was a book that I found once. Our family was staying in a cabin of a friend's, and she had a collection of old kind of novels from the 30s and 40s. And there was a beautiful book there called The Star of the Epiphany. And it was so romantic. It was so beautiful. And it was a young Anglican priest who met a girl somehow during Advent. They fell in love and he proposed on Epiphany. So it was a Christmas romance, and it had a beautiful, happy ending. And it was a very clean, holy, Christian, good book that inspired and uplifted. Well, my faithful guitar, I used to play it so much. Then I moved on to piano, but it's fun to play the guitar. It is something you can take with you. And even better is I have a uke. I have a baby uke, but then I have a medium uke, ukulele, 4-stringed, and that is really portable. I can take that anywhere. Well, I thank you so much for joining me today on the tea table, and I pray that the light of Christ will shine in your heart. And this beautiful candle I'm going to take, and we're going to look at it again. And little Aliyah, my grandson you've met on the tea table, gave me this for Christmas. Old-fashioned candle snuffer. Now, I have not used it yet, and we're going to see together if it works, because we don't want to leave a candle lit in a house unless we are in that room, right? Yes, we must be careful. But all through history, the light of Christ has shone. And the Epiphany feast goes way back to the early church. There are pictures on the catacomb walls of the early Christians celebrating the Epiphany and the Epiphany of the three kings giving their gifts to Christ. So I'm going to see if this works. Let's see. Wonderful. Thank you, Aliyah. That's a very good thing to have in the house. And we're going to put the candle back. Whoops. There's so much stuff today, and I'm going to just hold the little symbolic gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it just so precious? What they were giving, the three kings, they were giving their best. They were giving their very best to him. So let's give our best to him and to each other for 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and push the notification bell. And then if you liked it, push the like button and the share button. Please share with others. This tea talk is for everyone. It's a good news channel. We're committed to bringing good, happy news to all. And thank you so much, all of you, for your beautiful comments. I love them. They really mean a lot to me. So have a beautiful week and happy blessed Epiphany. If you can go to a church this Sunday that celebrates Epiphany, you can sing the hymns with the pipe organ, and they will fill your heart with such beauty and joy and strength. Thank you. God bless. Look forward to seeing you all next time.